Greetings, everyone. I'd like to appreciate the AIP, Dr. Akula Global, for this opportunity to bring you Monday Motivation. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 19 says, I set before you life and death, cursing and blessing. It says, choose life that you may live. First of all, I'm so impressed and I'm surprised that somebody is giving you an examination and is telling you there's option of A and there's B, and the person is telling you choose A that you may succeed. That person truly has your interest at heart. All right, but the point of this conversation is the fact that there are decisions we take today that has consequence that affect us 20, 30, 40 years from now. There was a popular musician in this country who had money about 20, 25 years ago, and that money he used it to build a house somewhere in Lagos State, Nigeria. And then another person about the same time had that same amount of money, and guess what he did? He invested it into banking. And today, that bank is Zenith Bank. That is in the person of Jim Ovia. All right? You cannot compare the value of that house today to the value of Zenith Bank Global. Listen to me. There are decisions you take today that have great consequences, not today, but in the next 5, 10, 20, some people even is in the next 30, 40 years from now. There are decisions you take that will affect your children in years to come. When the children of Israel came to meet Rehoboam in 1 Kings chapter 12, they told him that this taxation is too high. The adults, the elders met him, reduce the taxation, then the people will serve you with all of their heart. Guess what Rehoboam did? He said, I will come back to you. Then young foes came to his contemporaries, and then they met him. And guess what happened? They told him, say, you know what? Increase the taxation. So Rehoboam chose to listen to his contemporaries, and then that was the beginning of the division of Israel. In fact, the expression to your tent, O Israel, actually started from there. They said to your tent, O Israel. So we have 10 tribes became Israel, and then 2 tribes, Judah and Benjamin, became what we call Judah. So they now have northern kingdom, and they now have what we have as southern kingdom. Listen to me, everyone. That decision alone divided a whole nation. All right? So there are decisions we take today, like parents or some wise people, they put some money into stocks and shares, and that money will take their children abroad. That money will take care of their children's schools in the nearest future. Some parent bought land somewhere, built something somewhere, and then that thing is able to sustain the family 20, 30 years from now. All right? So we must weigh on the consequence of our decisions. When we take decisions, we must weigh in on the consequence. We must weigh the consequence of those decisions that we make. So the Lord said, I set before you life and death. Right? He said, choose life that you may live. So what is that decision you're about to take today? Weigh it. Look at 10 years from now. Look at 20 years from now. What will be the impact or the consequence of that decision? So you can't be short-sighted. You cannot just be myopic in your approach to life and to decisions making. Right? So you must be able to look into the future, be able to see, what will be the impact of this decision? Days, years, and in fact, decades to come, or perhaps generations to come. So as you weigh these decisions, okay, weigh it, weigh the impact, weigh the consequence. Who will it affect? Who will benefit from it? All right? So, and honestly, I believe if we take time to think critically, take time to ponder, meditate on the decisions that we take, we will hardly make mistakes. All right? So, as we journey in this month of March, let's take time to weigh on the decisions, weigh in on the consequence of those decisions, weigh the pros and the pros of those decisions. And honestly, if you take time to do that, with the wisdom of God, with the Spirit of God living on the inside of you, I know your journey will end in praise. God bless you and have a good one. And bye for now. Thank you.